Willie D. Live.
Man, take us back to Central Islip, man. Like, take us back. What was that like growing up in a town of, what was it, around 30,000 people or something?
Yeah, something like that. Well, actually, I'm from Nassau County, Roosevelt, Long Island.
Okay.
I was born in Meadowbrook Hospital. They call it Murderbrook. So Roosevelt is Nassau. Then my parents moved me to Central Islip with my grandmother, Miss Clara Buddha Hall and Leroy Hall. And my father, Keith Omar Murray Sr., is from Charleston, South Carolina, and my mother and grandmothers are. We from down south, but they moved to Roosevelt where they met each other and got married. And then they had me and my sister Demetria. She's 2 years older than me, D Ski. And they moved to Roosevelt. And then they lived in a house, and then I don't remember when they got a divorce or something, but my mother kept the last name, and I would go back from Central Islip to Roosevelt, where my Uncle T-Roy, the original B-boy, was listening to hip-hop, and I used to mimic everything he did. And then I would listen to the radio, Mr. Magic and
Red Alert?
Red Alert,
Yeah.
and Fly Tie and the Juice Crew and Marley Marl and MC Shannon, LL Cool J, and then
Melly Mel.
NWA, and then the Ghetto Boys, and then I just start listening to, when my grandmother would go to work at the Patterson home, she was a nurse, I would listen to her radio in the room.
So you was listening to your grandmother's
Radio.
Radio.
My Uncle T. Roy, he had the tape, The Message, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. I would listen to that. And then I would just, he was the B-boy. Everything he did was the dress with the Kangos and the BBDs and the Adidas and the Pumas and the Lees. And then they would make the tank tops out of the DVDs, cut them and stuff, wear the do-rags, and him and Richard. He would always rap to this day. Uncle T-Roy, rap. And my sister D-Ski was the B-girl. So I asked Uncle T-Roy, yo, how y'all do that? Then he said one day to me, he said, yo, grab a pen and write this down. Read it back to yourself and see how it sounds. It might sound like I'm just an MC, but I'm not. I'm a prince of poetry. See, I don't sit down and write rhymes every day, but people want to sound like me anyway. He told me to write that rhyme down. So I wrote it, and he told me to memorize it. And he said, when you memorize it, come back to me. So I memorized it. And then from there, I went to a place called Freeport Mall, and I bought Dougie Fresh Slick Rick in the Show and Run DMC Tougher Than Leather. And I had those two cassettes. Well, I had the vinyl. And I used to go to my boy Hugo house. And I used to play him on his radio, on his father's radio cassette player. And then I was just hip-hop. Like, I was just knew every song, listen to every record, Mr. Magic and Red Alert.
Did you battle?
Well, yeah. My Uncle Born True's from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, East New York. And my brother Pooch from Bainbridge. So Born True, I was with my cousin Driss, God bless the dead. Born True used to bodyguard for Big Daddy Kane. So I used to take the train from Central Islip, Long Island to Brooklyn with Driss, and we used to be in the projects. And Uncle Born used to take me all around every project at 16 battling. But before then, my Uncle T-Roy, the original B-boy, like I mimicked everything he did to this day. So he used to wake me up out of my sleep. Yo, Keith, battle him. So I was battling him. Then Uncle Bourne used to take me around. And I was battling. And then it just became something because I used to rhyme when other people in my hood, it wasn't popular to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just picked it up from there. My MC name was Do Damage.
I know. MC Do Damage.
Yeah.